Hey everyone, Nina's here and welcome in the third part of building a CLI application using RUST, and this is the third part of the course. And today I'm entertaining the idea of like recording from outdoors, and I hope it's a good it will be a good experiment. Um, in the last two parts, we built the CLI application, we received the environment variables, and then we somehow refactored the first part of it, which is the part of the configuration. Please check the two previous videos or two previous parts for all the stuff we did. Today, in the third part, I believe we will continue refactoring and enhancing the code base of the application. And then we might need a fourth and final part to add the unit tests, or might not, we will see. But today, let's continue on it. So I'll go to my Rust directory, and then I'll go to the demos and the MiniGrep, and I'll open my code editor. And as we usually do with this tutorial, we have a list of tasks to accomplish by the end of this video. So let me check. So for today, just go and uh, first we will do refactor the file handling. So the file handling part still here in the main function, and one of the reasons we are refactoring is like breaking the code into small chunks and having a clear separation of concerns. So we'll migrate this part into the library under a public function, and then we will call it from the main function. So refactor the file handling, and also we will enhance the file error handling the same way as we did with the previous one, as we did with this one. We'll do the same thing here. If you notice, like we're still using unwrap, so we will refactor this for a better error handling and using closures. So I believe that's it, and for sure after everything, we'll make sure that everything still works. So we just want to make sure that all good before and after the changes. So let me test it before, and as you remember here we have this file we're testing and using it. So here I will just cargo run, and then like file.txt, and then I'll search for the word Mina, and seems good, it's working fine. So let's start our refactoring. I'll open my library, and outside the implementation config, I don't need this function to be a part of the struct. I need it like on its own. It's a public function, so I'll create like a pub function, and I will call it run. And this run should accept file path, and file path is of type. It's a reference to a string case, string reference, and then it will return nothing because in this case it will just print the results, but like it's up to you to return a vector of results or to print the results. So let's start with this, and then we will refactor it later. So here I will go to my main function. I'll just blindly copy everything here, and then I will go to my live and paste it, and then we will like enhance it. So here, instead of config file path, I just have the file path as a variable. And then here the file system is not imported. So I'll just use standard file system. So now I have like the file system here. So I can read into a string. And then I think, I need as well the query. So here I pass the query, and query as well will be of type string reference, and here I just query. Yeah, it's my function, and then I should like print results. Let me check if this works, and then we can like iterate on it. So we can call like run. We can have the ng. Yeah, so we can call like ng, then MiniGrep, and then I will call just run, and then I will pass it like config dot path, config dot path, and config dot query, and I believe it should, yeah, it's file path. I believe like this should work. We might need to enhance it a bit better. I have an idea. So let me click run. Yeah, it's all good. So here we no longer need the file system. Here, okay, I believe, yeah. Let me run one more time. So, yeah, all good. And instead of like passing the file path and the query, I can think of like maybe I can just pass the config instead of all of that. So I can have like the config, I can have config, and it's of type config, and maybe it's just that, and here I have like config the file path is a function, and here I can have like config dot query as a function as well. And here I can go to this, and instead of all of that, I can just path the config, and I should be good. Okay. Um, Let me, yeah, okay, so this is somehow enhanced. And then I need just to adjust the error handling. The error handling part here, instead of unwrap, I just use the exclamation mark for error propagation. And here I will return like result okay of unity, and the other thing is, yeah, I will use use rate object, box rate object, and I return any dynamic uh, error. I use the standard error. For any dynamic error, I just return the error or bubble up the error outside. So just make sure it was imported, yes. And here, yeah, sorry, it's not okay, just not okay. And here, what's wrong? Yeah, the return should be adjusted. So here, I'm trying to read and then I have an error. I just return that, and here I should okay. So what will happen now, like if I have any errors coming from this function, especially while reading the file, if I not found something with access permissions and stuff like that, this error will bubble up using this trait object, and then it will be dynamically bubble up to the caller of this function. And I like this way of error handling because it gives more power to the code that will use the application or will use my library in the future. So here I need to handle the, yeah, I need to handle the error somehow. I can have like a match expression, but here I'm preferring like using unwrap or else, and then I can inject closure, and within this closure I just print line like error, and then I will have the error bubbling up from the previous function, and here I'll just process. I will exit the application with non-zero value, so this means like the process exited with an error. Let's give it a try. All good. Let me give it a try with a file that does not exist. And yeah, no such a file or directory. So we are now good. Okay, so now we refactored the uh, file handling and we enhanced the error handling, and everything still works. And now, because we are done with the implementation of the application and we have everything like working fine, refactored and structured well, and we still have some time, we can finish this tutorial with writing some unit tests. And for writing unit tests and documentations, I'm relying on my friend, my AI friend, GitHub Copilot. So here I activated it, and then I'm here just as you can see, it's already started suggesting. So here the new task will be write uh, tests tests for the live module. So we'll just write unit tests for the live module, and then I go to the live module. I scroll down to the part and should be writing the configuration for tests, and then I will start with my first test. Just uh, and as you can see, it's start to generate some tests in context of the module. I just accept it and then I review it quickly. So it's just want to test the run function works, and then yeah, this will fail because we are using a file txt. So I'm fixing that, and here test run I just add works. And now let me check cargo test, and this should work. Yeah, so we are good. Let me write another one. Uh, yeah, fails. Okay, I need one to fail and as well should panic. So okay, good. So I need one to panic. So here to make it panic, I just use no file or file that is not here in the repo. So this will like make it panic and bubble up a panicking. So let me test. So yeah, we are good. And this is a small idea about like how I'm writing unit tests. Actually, I'm relying on it. I check the output of GitHub Copilot, I review it carefully, and then I modify it and move forward with the next test and so on and so forth. I'm relying on it heavily on your testing and also in documentations and on figuring out things. It's like, yeah, it's really my AI friend. I'm not like, it's not sponsored from GitHub or anything. I'm just expressing how much I like this tool and open to use it and integrate it more into my work space or spaces. Um, that's it. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope this tutorial adds value to you. I hope it's useful, and as I mentioned before in my videos, I'm still learning and I'm scaling up. So I'm open to comments, feedback. Reach out to me on LinkedIn, here on YouTube, or anywhere. Thanks for like listening to it and watching it. Really appreciated. I hope it really adds value to you. Thanks, and see you on the next demo. Bye bye.